Now there should be sound. Sorry about that. Okay, now there. Okay, finally. There was some interruption, but I found it. Now I know what's happening in my system. Now let's do our usual Bitcoin daily analysis. Now, as we can see, I was waiting on the weekly. I was waiting for this week to go by because I see some ominous signs like money flow going down, EOX, and continuation on the momentum. So although the daily was bullish, so the daily turned green, the Heiken Ashi turned green, which is a signal, by the way, to Wong, and there is a slight divergence with the price. But the weekly really isn't looking good at all. I mean, the weekly is very bearish, so I would not suggest anyone to long right now. I think my strategy is to wait one more week until October. So this next week is the last week of September, and then actually we will see a monthly candle close. On this monthly candle, we'll see if we have continuation or not, and also we'll see the new weekly candle. But I think next week there might be a dump. Yeah, the dump that I expected for a few months, it might happen next week. I have gathered some information from Twitter and from my channels, and yeah, it's very probable that we have a dump. So if you long now, even if you long now on this green momentum dot and money flow going up, be careful and put a stop loss. That's my that's my advice that I can give, because I think there might be more to the downside. Although the picture is really bullish. I mean, on the 3 hour we have the money flow finally starting to go up. It's near the zero line, which is historically bullish sign. Let's see 1 hour. Well, on the 1 hour we have a continuation here. View up, money flow going up. Yeah, pretty much the price is not pumping right now as much as I want to, but maybe it will start to pump later, who knows. It is Saturday, so the weekend I think we won't have much movement. What is more interesting also is that the stock market is falling, and Bitcoin is correlated with the stock market. If the stock market dumps next week and had a huge dump and crash, Bitcoin will not go up, and that's what I'm waiting for. It seems to me that Bitcoin is very close to the bottom, like the signs I see on the money flow, the speed with which it's trading, and the speed of liquidations. It's you know, the volume and the volatility is almost depleted, I think, to the downside, and we might have one more leg down, but yeah, this might be also the bottom. Very possible. I think the price action is depleted to the downside. Maybe we get one last leg down, and that would be it. And I'll definitely buy. Even I was thinking to buy some Ethereum on this downside action, but yeah, we'll see. Just a little bit to have some Ethereum, because I sold it before I sold it on a good price some months ago, and if it falls down I can grab some more. Now let's see on the 30-minute Well, I don't like this money fall. This shows weakness. Um, Still in the red. Let's see what the 15 minute is doing. It is trying to go up, but we don't know. So the good thing is that we broke the quote during the night, the Friday night and Saturday morning, and we are right now sitting above the support, above this Tenkan-sen of the Ichimoku quote on the 21 minute, and unless we break this quote, I don't think we are bearish. For the time being, I think we are bullish, and we can make small scalps based on that. On the daily, I think there is, as I said in my last videos, there's still room to go to 21.8 or 22k, which is the Tenkan-sen on the daily, which we might get rejected there again, but right now it looks bullish to me. It's really it's Saturday, so the weekend, you know, it's not big price action. It's up and down, consolidating mainly. Nothing interesting for me to trade right now. I'll be careful to put shorts because I see that the daily is quite bullish, so I'm not looking for shorts right now. I'll be looking for shorts maybe next week when the new week opens, but right now I'll just watch it. Just watch it. So we're above the pivot. We might pump to 19.6. I think it's probable. Now the Google price indicator, I mean the Google trends, Bitcoin price over time, it's going up, and the price is really not so dumping, you know, not so going to the downside. And well, this is interesting. I would have expected if we're going up in the Bitcoin price in Google Trends that the prices will start to dump, but this is exactly the reverse. So maybe this is the bottom, but we'll see. Okay, what else we have? On this indicator we have a slight divergence. You might say that there is some bearishness here, but that's why I will not be trading. I really don't know where we're going. There are bullish signs, there are bearish signs. I think there are more bullish signs. You know, weighting all the signs that I have from all the charts, I think they're more bullish, but you know, we have to see if we break this Tenkan-sen and start going down. Oh boy, it would be nasty. So that's it from me. As usual, I'm going to play Inspo Crypto on-chain analysis. Yeah, enjoy.
Hello, folks. Welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspo Crypto. Well, today it's going to be a very exciting day. As mentioned just the days before the interest rate decision on Wednesday, I said, I don't know, but I think Friday could be even worse than Wednesday. Wednesday wasn't that worse. I mean, we had a little bit of volatility, but they matched very well to my expectation that nothing big is going to happen. However, today I'm a little bit more scared, to be honest. Not only that, of course, we also have Powell speak today, and we need to see, but because the markets and market actors will try to read between the lines, just to detect some, some ways of coming ways from the monetary policy and politicians. And on the other side, we also have, for example, the referendums taking place in Luhansk, Donetsk, and so on and so forth. So also on geopolitical stage, it could be also very, very, um, yeah, tough. And so I'm trading. I longed. I'm longing. I placed a long, but I'm shorting all the time at the same time. And my shorts are the cash co to today, while I know that my long is going to give me some gains as well. Not sure if this weekend I would expect some volatility today. So in 1.5 hours, Paul is going to speak. Not sure if I'm going to close everything and maintain and stay away and to wait what's going to happen next, or or just stay with my positions right now because hedging with a short while my long maintains active. I don't think that the volatility could be very big. And few hours later, I mean, yeah, SPY, so Wall Street will close its doors, and that's the big problem I see. Afterwards, we will be alone with Bitcoin, low volume, and we know what that means. So we need to be extremely careful once again. However, for next week, I would expect, I don't know how next week is going to be in the beginning, so Monday, Tuesday, but in my opinion, we could see some green candles after the really pain in the ass days we had in the past. I mean, I was shorting, I did good gain, a really good gain, so we need to see. Yeah, tomorrow. After I received so many comments, but some comments talking and asking if I'm going to make a live stream. I think it makes sense to make a live stream tomorrow. I mean, that's what I did just in the past. But yeah, I mean, if you want that way, we can do that. I mean, I would then start at the same time like usual, so at between 8 9 p.m. Central European Time, a live stream where we can include the Q&A. So if you have some questions, you can place the question on YouTube or Discord, and I can check them and reply directly to you. That's it. I would say let us go forward and yeah, see to be well prepared for today's Powell speech. We will see what's going to happen there. So, first of all, wealth ratio 30 days moving average lifting up a little bit, just really a little bit, after it did 53% just yesterday, and now it's declining once again. So, nothing new here, absolutely nothing new. So, let us go forward and check the wealth ratio 30 hours. So here we go, and we see what's happening here. So the wealth ratio 30 hours moving average lifted up, declined. It seems it wants to go up once again, but we are below the 90. So as long as we maintain below 90, in my opinion, everything is fine. I mean, still indicating sell pressures coming in, but not that big anymore. Well, I mean, stablecoin. Well, first of all, you can see we didn't dump once again, so we need to wait. But the wealth ratio 1 hour at the moment at 91 makes sense because we are noticing the sell pressure at the moment. Next, stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges. Also here the trend is completely negative, so not bullish at all, indicating, and that's what I'm receiving via whale alert, is indicating a lot of stablecoin outflows from Binance. So mainly 50 today, it was almost 200 millions. That's really big. At the same time, we can see here also the stablecoin supply is declining. So it's declining once again. It's making a new low, it seems here, also indicating they are sucking capital from the crypto market. Also not bullish at all, but it is what it is. So yeah, we need to adapt and to make money on both ways. When we are bullish, when we are bearish. Let us go forward. So also here we can see, I mean, we still have inflows bigger than usual. I mean, we remember last week where I said, that's strange, so low volume related to the inflows. Yeah, but however, it's not big at all. I mean, just for today, that was this morning, that was the biggest until now, that was 1,500 bitcoins. That was in 1 hour. Afterwards, we started to dump. And the most crazy thing, once again, is if we check, for example, the moves, CryptoQuant, once again, making some trouble here. It correlates, once again, perfectly with what the market maker did. Oh, sorry, here. So we had also here, for example, fund flows 1,500 bitcoins. It matches once again very much. Wow, I see a fund flow of 2,355 bitcoins just a few hours ago. Oh, didn't see that. So, but it seems related to derivative. Would the question is if they are expecting, if they are going to short or to long. As you know, yesterday we detected a gap on Bitcoin collateral futures based on CBDs. That's something we need to check afterwards. However, no big business happening here, absolutely not. But the reserves on centralized exchanges are still lifting up, so indicating we are not completely done and we need a little bit more patience. So let us go forward. So if we take a look, I see here the first thing I see here, open interest not rising, funding rate declining, but leverage ratio pumping once again like hell. So the whole thing, it's a little bit indicating some people are just taking profit or they liquidated some longs. Leverage ratio indicating at least based. The question is who is shorting here? Is that the market maker entities? Possible, but not sure, to be honest. So not sure. We need also here. It's I think too early. We need to see a little bit more informations. But funding rate, open interest, leverage ratio. That's crazy. So gamblers are back on the table. That's perfect. So if we take a look to stablecoins related to derivative exchanges, we don't see any flow activity here. Really flat everything. The only thing, and it matches of course very well to the fund flow activity related to entities. We have here 3,380 bitcoins. Even then, not that huge. Also interesting that afterwards, so 1 hour later, they had an outflow of 2,600 bitcoins while we received another 2,400 bitcoins to derivative exchanges. So also here we need to see what's going to happen there. It's absolutely not clear in my opinion. So if we go further, we can see, yeah, they are liquidating longs. Wow. Once again, something, what did, okay, I don't know what CryptoQuant changed once again, but I'm missing here some information. Well, what we see here is that they are, yeah, liquidating some longs, but nothing big. Really, absolutely low volume. At the moment, even liquidating a little bit more shorts, but also here nothing big. What we see, and that's the aggregated one, we can see the leverage ratio, we can see the open interest, and we can see the funding rate. So it matches to them what I have showed you here in the other chart. If we go forward, that's what I was missing by the way, we can see Binance, and on Binance it looks a little bit different. So we see here the funding rate, so indicating at the moment after they demanded a lot of longs yesterday, at the moment they are demanding more shorts at the moment. Okay, it doesn't say we need to have much more shorts in the balance. It just means that at the moment they are just demanding more shorts. So if someone is demanding 5 positions in shorts and at the same time someone is only demanding 3 longs, of course the funding rate is declining. That's the whole secret behind the funding rate. So if we take a look, open interest declining, and at the same time even the leverage ratio is declining. That's this purple line here indicating they are liquidating high leverage positions. That's what we can see, at least related to that. Sorry. So that's it. If we go forward, let us just oh, can I spin? Can I make some gains here? Give me some credits. Blue, 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 blue. No. Okay. But we can trigger here to refresh the site. Yeah. Well, as mentioned, only because the funding rate is declining doesn't mean that on Binance we still have or it just means that they are demanding more shorts at the moment. So usually now this here should increase more than this here. However, you can see that the current positions on Binance, that's the complete, so the total open interest multiplied the long short ratio that Binance provides. And based on this data, we have 73% in longs and only 27% in shorts. So we know what that means. Usually they go even more down, more down, more down to liquidate these longs, and then we go up. And that's the same thing they did just when we were on the upside. And they go even more up, more up, more up to liquidate all shorts, because it's obviously, hey, we will go down, hey, we will go down. They liquidate every short, or they try at least, the late and high leverage shorts. And when then they clean that up, it's the time where they start to dump. And that's what it happened. And in my opinion, that's going to happen once again here. So, yeah. As we have this Powell speech today, that could be enough to liquidate a lot of shorts and longs and to go up afterwards. So we are still in this trend channel on Bitcoin. So usually the lower trend line will be at 18,200. So maybe we are going to retest this 18,200 and then go up again. So if we take a look to Binance liquidation cluster, the next one will be here at 19,600. On the long side, nothing, to be honest. So even the volume is lifting up 100 million. We can see that even on shorts, low leverage is still very present, but everything high leverage and so on and so forth, I don't see anything. I really, even here on the long side, we see low leverage. It's just more present here than everything else. So it looks at the moment very boring on the future markets related to liquidation map. Let us take a look if that matches to FTX. Takes a little bit, as usual. So let us see what's showing here. Wow, it looks indeed different, and also here the liquidations are lifting up. I mean, the structure looks similar, really similar, on the long and on the short side, but more on the long side. So also here, you know, we need to go to 15k just to liquidate this cluster here, or even go to 13,500 to liquidate this one. And on the long short side on FTX, nothing special, nothing in interest. So that's it. Let us go forward. So we are here on CBDs and we need to check what's happening. FTX at the moment just selling more than buying. If we take a look here, we can see that it's obviously they distributed a lot afterwards. They started to buy more and then selling once again. So nothing big. It looks very, if you check that, very good synchronized between future market and the only interesting part here is if you check, for example, and that's what happened in June, is stablecoin collateral futures are lifting up, so indicating they are longing, while, for example, Bitcoin collateral futures are declining, indicating they are shorting. Usually, this short means, or at least it can mean, that they are hedging, so buying at the same time using Bitcoin collateral to short. We know that the entities are playing here right now, so we need to be extremely careful here if these guys are shorting with Bitcoin collateral, because that's something they like to do. So let us go forward. Oh, what happened here to the side? Oh, didn't open them today? A little bit. Okay. So Binance, let us check what Binance is doing. Well, Binance at least indicating they're just buying more than selling. If we check, almost 4,700 bitcoins since yesterday, so it's not that bad, absolutely not. If we go forward and we check Bitfinex, it looks like they are not doing anything. So they distributed right now, maintaining, could maybe, usually when we see that, Bitfinex is well known that they love to hedge. So usually they should go up and hedge with a Bitcoin collateral shorts. Not happening here. So they are not buying, not doing anything. It looks a little bit strange for Bitfinex. And of course we have Coinbase, very bullish as usual. So if we go to the 30 minutes resolution, we can see that. So just buy. Always only buying. Not that big as usual, but however. Entities. Retailers, of course, buying bullish. Shrimps, buying bullish. These guys, buying bullish. Once again, wallets then with less than 100 Bitcoin are really bullish on Bitcoin. These guys here, as you know, I don't know why. Yeah, of course it looks different, just because of I need to know. Yeah, now it looks better. The trend is positive, but these guys like to make quick profits, buy, sell, and that's why the balances goes up and then down, goes up and then down. So at the moment they are really looking for quick profit rates. Market maker entities looks like big pain in the ass. So since February, you remember 5,320,000 bitcoins was the balances of this entity. February 11th, they have now 4,870,000. These guys are not bullish on Bitcoin, absolutely not. I don't know why. And that's why I tweeted about that, because that's, wow, it's once again surprising me. This year, Bitcoin and crypto in general is surprising me a lot. So that's so bearish. That's so bearish. So, but however, I mean, I'm just, short to midterm bullish. The thing is, these guys have so big bags, they don't need to accumulate if they want to reduce their bag. So let the price go up and distribute, while wallets with less than 100 bitcoins are pushing up. Why not? Maybe we need to see. So that's it here. Let us check some other data. Well, we have seen the fund reducer is surprising me a lot. So that's so bearish. That's so bearish. So, but however, I mean, I'm just, short to midterm bullish. The thing is, these guys have so big bags, they don't need to accumulate if they want to reduce their bag. So let the price go up and distribute, while wallets with less than 100 bitcoins are pushing up. Why not?
This is what I wanted to check. The data and the entities look really bearish, so I would definitely not be shy longing, and be very careful if you try to long, because on the weekly we have very bad setup for Bitcoin, and it might go down. Записвам ти казвам. Enjoy the weekend.